The UFL is back for their second season this year after the XFL and USFL decided to merge to form one strong spring league. According to one of the owners of the league, Danny Garcia from Redbird Capital, the league is in a good place and is exceeding their expectations heading into the season. During Friday's season opener between the St. Louis Battlehawks and Houston Roughnecks, she also mentioned the league was looking into expanding into new markets in the near future. As a result of that, I thought I would talk about some possible expansion cities. In this video, I'm going to talk about possible expansion cities if they decide to go west. We'll also make a video talking about if they decide to expand east as well in the next coming days. These are 5 possible expansion cities out west the UFL should consider when they decide to expand. But before we get into this, if you enjoy UFL content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also let me know which city you want the UFL to expand to in the comment section below. When looking into possible expansion cities, I thought we would look at cities that have had former Spring League teams to get an idea about how attendance was for those cities in the past. I'll also be starting off by eliminating one city off the bat, with that being Las Vegas. The Vegas Vipers were moved out west from Tampa Bay in 2023 and just could not get a strong foothold, having the lowest attendance in the league, averaging 6,028 fans per game. Vegas is more of a travel destination, and a lot of the time, during sporting events, there are more away fans than home fans due to their tourism. The stadium they used during the 2023 season also was not a great one, and if they were to play at Allegiant instead, I don't know if it would look great on TV with the struggle for attendance. That is why I'm eliminating Vegas at the start of this video. The first expansion city the UFL should look into is San Diego. The city of San Diego is a lot like the city of St. Louis. It is a city that used to house an NFL team, but like the Rams from St. Louis, they lost their team to Los Angeles as well. It was a messy breakup between the Chargers and the city of San Diego that left a lot of people angry with the way the ownership went about it. When the AAF played their lone season in 2019, they would choose to put one of their teams in San Diego, and the fan base showed up for the Fleet. They averaged 19,154 fans per game, which was the third most in the league behind San Antonio and Orlando, and they had 3 games where over 20,000 fans showed up before the season was cut short. Make sure to check out my Fall of the AAF video if you have not already. The city has a passionate fan base, and since spring football returned, people have called for San Diego to become a potential expansion city to reinvigorate football in the area and to give the league a foothold in Southern California. The issue that comes with San Diego is California is a very tough state to get into when it comes to the finances. The taxes are extremely high compared to other cities, and the labor rules are very different. San Diego does have infrastructure already though, with Snapdragon Stadium that opened in 2022 and is the home of the San Diego State Aztecs. The stadium holds a capacity of 25,000, so even if you don't get major attendance at first, it wouldn't look terrible on television like if they played at the professional stadium. And the field is designed for football already. To provide San Diego State extra job opportunities for their students, which could be even better for the league to start a grassroots movement to bring in young fans if they were to get entrenched in the university. It would also be great if they could hold on to the Fleet branding, as fans may already own apparel, making them even more invested in the league right off the bat. If the league were to expand next year, fans could trust that it is here to stay and make it even more emotionally invested without fear of having the rug pulled like they may have felt when the Chargers left and then when they originally lost the Fleet when the AAF declared bankruptcy. The next city I want to talk about is Seattle. The Seattle Sea Dragons were a mainstay in the XFL in both the 2020 season when the league returned in 2023. Unfortunately, they were one of the teams cut when the XFL merged with the USFL. Since then, Seattle fans have begged to consider bringing back the Sea Dragons when the league decided to expand once again. Seattle may not have had as strong of attendance in 2023 as the Fleet did in 2019, but they still averaged over 12,000 fans a game and had a few games where over 15,000 fans showed up. In 2020, the team had an average attendance of 25,616 fans. The league already had a working relationship with the city and Lumen Field back when they played their XFL games. They had one of the best atmospheres in the XFL when the team was around. The issue around Seattle is the distance it would take to travel from the hub city of Arlington, Texas. The city now has the Kraken of the NHL and the Mariners of the MLB, which is why attendance numbers may have dropped so dramatically from 2020 to its return in 2023. There's a lot to do in the city besides go to a football game if fans had the itch to go to a sporting event. One positive note for the Sea Dragons fans is UFL News Hub's Mark Perry already reported the league is looking to bring back the Sea Dragons for 2026. If Seattle were brought back, it would establish a foothold for the league in the Pacific Northwest in an area full of passionate football fans. Another city that has been talked about a lot is Salt Lake City in Utah. Salt Lake had a team back in 2019 as a member of the AAF in the form of the Stallions. The Stallions did not bring in a ton of fans when compared to the rest of the AAF, only averaging 9,067 fans per game, having their largest attendance in their home opener when they drew 10,412 fans. At the time, they played their games at Utah's Rice-Eccles Stadium, which holds over 51,000 fans. While I don't see the league bringing in that many fans in its first year back, the city does have American First Field, which is an MLS stadium that holds 20,000 seats. The issues for the city of Salt Lake are the fact the city is on the smaller side when it comes to population with 209,953. I don't know if the city would be fully invested with the league due to some other factors. It would help the UFL expand out west without being too far from Arlington, and could give television broadcasts some beautiful views with the mountains surrounding it. Salt Lake City is intriguing, but I am not holding my breath for it to make a return. Another California city that needs to be mentioned is the city of Sacramento. The Sacramento Mountain Lions found success in the old UFL back into the 2010s, bringing in an average attendance of over 18,000 fans per game in 2010 and 2011. The market has not been used in over 13 years, so I do not know how much of an appetite there would be to bring back a team. As I mentioned with San Diego as well, getting into California would cost a lot of money. With that being said, the league could play their games at Hornet Stadium at Sacramento State, which holds a capacity of just over 21,000 fans, so if they could repeat their same attendance success the Mountain Lions found back in the 2010s, you would get near a sellout of the stadium every time. Along with that, the A's are moving to Las Vegas in the coming years, and Sacramento State is trying to expand their reach to possibly make the move up to the FBS level, so hosting a spring football league team could help the school out financially. Aside from the San Francisco Giants and the Sacramento Kings of the NBA, there will not really be any competition in the area to bring fans in to come watch professional football, which could help the league expand its fan base. There really is no one talking about Sacramento, and you could also almost lump in Oakland as well with Sacramento as another Northern California city to bring in a new team. Oakland has lost the Warriors to San Francisco and already mentioned lost the A's to Las Vegas. The city also lost the Raiders to Vegas as well. So Oakland could be another city that could be considered as the city looks to find a place to express their passionate fan base and the old black hole. The last city I want to talk about in this video is a team located in Phoenix. Tempe could be a great expansion city with football growing in the Phoenix metropolitan area with the success of the Arizona State Sun Devils this past season. Phoenix would be a quick flight from Arlington and is a growing city. Back in 2019, the Arizona Hotshots averaged 9,932 fans per game, only breaking over 10,000 fans per game once when they brought in 11,751 fans for the home opener. Arizona is not getting a lot of attention for expansion, but could be a fun city if the league decides to give them the opportunity. Their AAF attendance numbers are just a bit concerning if I'm being honest though. And those are 5 cities out west I could see the UFL expanding to, and why they make sense and maybe don't make sense. What do you think? What city do you want to see become an expansion city or relocation city for the UFL? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.